Dear child, stop scrolling. I am bringing you which is going to change your life. Positive energies are flowing to you. You are not stuck. You are standing at the edge of something sacred. Angel number 555 is not just a sign, it's a spiritual announcement. I am shifting everything for your good, quickly, radically, irrevocably. When you begin to see 555 repeatedly, it means heaven has initiated a divine override. Everything that has been delayed, denied, or disrupted is now being divinely rearranged. The plans that didn't work out, that was protection. The doors that closed without warning, that was redirection. Now the Lord is saying, the shift is here and it's not small. This number is confirmation that you've outgrown your old season, and heaven is ushering you into the new, not by force, but by favor. Angel number 555 carries the sacred frequency of divine intervention and realignment. This is heaven's way of saying, you can no longer stay where you were. This blessing arrives when the soul has outgrown the space it was confined in. Whether that space was a mindset, a relationship, a location, or a version of self that kept you playing small. 555 blesses you with the courage to walk out of the familiar and into the fullness of your calling. You're no longer tied to past timelines. The divine is shifting the pieces of your life, even if it feels uncomfortable, so that every part of you, spirit, soul, and body, returns to divine alignment. It is the blessing of knowing your steps are not random. They are being rearranged by the master planner. 555 is the energy of radical release. It breaks cycles. It resets timelines. It repositions you in moments where others take years. God is removing what no longer fits and replacing it with purpose, peace, and divine alignment. You may not feel ready, but grace has already gone before you. The move you've been waiting for, emotionally, financially, spiritually, it's already been set in motion. If your spirit feels the shift, comment below. I am ready for divine change. Your agreement is powerful. Spiritually, 555 signifies supernatural acceleration. What was blocked is now breaking open. What was unclear is now being revealed. This number shows up in moments where your destiny is about to take a sharp turn in the right direction. You may not see the full picture yet, but trust your spirit does. God is moving people, opportunities, and even delays into divine positions so that nothing about this shift will be wasted. You are not being punished. You are being promoted. This number not only changes your circumstances, it heals your nervous system. 555 carries the blessing of emotional detox and mental renewal. Every fear that gripped you is now loosening. Every thought that exhausted you is being silenced. You are being set free from overthinking, perfectionism, performance pressure, and emotional burnout. The Lord is blessing your soul with a fresh wind of clarity and peace. No more cycles of anxiety, no more heaviness. You're stepping into a chapter where your heart feels lighter, your mind feels sharper, and your decisions flow from peace instead of panic. This is a reset from within, a holy grounding that teaches you how to breathe again. Shift me, Lord. If you're surrendering the old to receive the new, heaven hears your permission. Financially, 555 is the moment your hands are emptied so they can be filled. The angels are not just rearranging your income, they are healing your beliefs around provision. Expect unexpected income, new clients, radical ideas, divine connections. But most importantly, expect the confidence to receive them. You are no longer living under survival. You are stepping into divine stewardship. Money is no longer your master. It's your servant, and it will flow to your purpose now, not your panic. If you've been waiting for a financial breakthrough, right. Provision is pursuing me. Let it be known in the spiritual realm. Emotionally, 555 comes like a holy earthquake, not to destroy, but to release. The fear you've been carrying, loosened. The relationships that drain you, detached. The habits that keep you in cycles, broken. This is a reset for your nervous system. When angel number 555 shows up, it's heaven's way of saying, you are ready to leap. This blessing is not for the passive, it's for the brave. You are being called to take risks led by revelation, not fear. Whether it's starting something new, ending something familiar, or stepping into territory you've never walked before. 555 says the ground beneath you is anointed for movement. Your next step is your next miracle. This number blesses you with boldness that feels like peace, not panic, with discernment that cuts through confusion, and with faith that does not wait for certainty, but walks anyway. You are not jumping blindly. You are moving prophetically. A divine breath where panic turns into peace. You'll begin to feel lighter, not because everything's perfect, but because your spirit finally feels safe to grow. This is the moment anxiety starts leaving your body, and the presence of God takes its place. If you're choosing healing over history, type, I release what no longer serves me. This is your breakthrough declaration. Angel number 555 is the whisper from heaven that says, you don't need all the answers. You just need to follow the shift. God is not calling you to comfort. He is calling you to courage. You are entering a chapter that may feel unfamiliar, but is fully anointed. You don't need to beg for what's next. It's already chasing you. 555 does not mean disorder, it means divinely guided disruption. It brings the blessing of major life changes that unfold without destroying your peace. When the angels release this number, they're saying, what is leaving was never meant to stay, and what is coming cannot be stopped. Whether it's a sudden relocation, a career pivot, a spiritual awakening, or the exit of someone you once loved, 555 assures you that the change is not punishment. It is preparation. This is the blessing of unforced evolution. You are no longer being rushed. You are being refined. The changes coming now are sent from above and sealed in grace. You will move forward without regret and rise without resistance. If you're done repeating old cycles, declare boldly, I choose breakthrough over comfort. Let the angels see your readiness. This is your time to trust radically, to obey quickly, to rise boldly. You are not being moved for nothing. You are being moved because heaven has already made room for you. There is financial favor hidden in the vibration of 555. This is not just about income. It's about divine repositioning for sustainable wealth. God is blessing your hands to create with purpose, to serve with integrity, and to receive without guilt. You may be moved into new environments, partnerships, or unexpected ideas, but each will carry the anointing of overflow. Angel number 555 comes carrying the blessing of restored time. What felt lost is not gone. It is being redeemed. The years of waiting, the months of confusion, the seasons of disappointment are not wasted. Heaven is releasing a divine restoration where you will recover more than you lost. Opportunities will be reoffered. Relationships will be healed or replaced with better ones. And timelines that seemed delayed will now leap forward. You are not behind. You are being restored. God is saying, I'm not just catching you up. I'm crowning this season with reward. Expect sudden turnarounds. Expect fast favor. What you thought was a detour was always part of the divine route. This is a season where closed doors make way for divine streams of provision. It's no longer about chasing abundance. 555 teaches you to attract it by stepping into your true identity. Your financial story is being rewritten. The lack is over. Scarcity is being replaced by supernatural flow. The same God who withheld for your protection is now releasing for your purpose. Angel number 5. 55 is heaven's signal that destiny is accelerating, and delay is no longer part of your story. What once took years will now take months. What was once blocked is now bursting open. You are entering divine fast forward, not because you rushed, but because your spirit finally aligns with your purpose. The blessing here is sacred speed, where timelines collapse in your favor. Opportunities meet you instead of you chasing them, and momentum replaces stagnation. This acceleration is not chaos, it's calibration. God is positioning the right people, places, and provisions to meet you at every step. You are being ushered into your calling with divine precision. You are no longer being held back. You are being thrust forward by design. 555 carries the rare blessing of holy detachment. Not everything that once served you is meant to stay. When this number appears, it whispers, let it go and trust what's ahead. It's a blessing that feels like release, but it leads to peace. Whether it's a relationship, a mindset, a role, or a routine, 555 empowers you to release the weight you were never meant to carry. Write in the comments, I trust what's unfolding, because even the unknown is held by sacred hands. The angels are not removing people or things to punish you. They're making room for alignment. This is the blessing of clear hands and open hearts. You're not losing what matters. You're losing what no longer leads you forward. Grace will always refill what surrender releases. From an energetic perspective, 555 blesses you with a rebirth of your life force. This number realigns your aura, chakra systems, and vibrational frequency with your highest timeline. Where you once felt heavy, drained, or scattered, you will now feel light, clear, and magnetically aligned. The old energetic debris is falling off. Your body feels more responsive, your dreams feel more vivid, and your intuitive nudges more pronounced. The spiritual fog lifts. Your soul is waking up with purpose again. This is not just healing, it's energetic rebirth, as if your inner world is being baptized into higher consciousness and divine power. This number marks a moment where your true identity begins to rise from beneath the versions of you shaped by fear, survival, and shame. The blessing of 555 is deep self-recognition, God unveiling who you really are without your masks, without the expectations of others, and without the wounds you once wore as armor. It's the sacred awakening that says, you were never broken. You were just buried. You are now being resurrected into your original design, bold, worthy, chosen, and equipped. This blessing restores your confidence, reshapes your self-concept, and reignites your voice. You no longer need to fit in. You're here to stand out in truth. Angel number 555 ushers in mature faith, the kind that no longer wavers when life shakes. You're no longer clinging to signs. You are walking by conviction. This is the blessing of deep spiritual maturity, where peace becomes your posture and prayer becomes your first instinct. The faith you're stepping into now does not beg, panic, or perform. It stands. It trusts. It anchors. The Lord is saying, I've taught you to endure, so I could trust you with elevation. You're not being moved emotionally anymore. You are being moved prophetically. This is not the same version of you. This is the risen, rooted, refined you. Heaven is proud. If this word met you where you are, comment. I received the divine shift of 555. From a psychological lens, 555 activates radical self-trust. After years of people-pleasing, codependency, or self-doubt, you're now stepping into sovereignty. The Lord is healing the fractures in your self-worth and blessing you with clarity about who you are, what you carry, and what you deserve. You will no longer outsource your power. Your decisions will feel cleaner. Your boundaries will hold firm. Your voice will become your anchor. The blessing here is divine independence, not isolation, but inner stability. You're no longer looking for outside validation. You're walking with heaven's affirmation. Like this video to anchor it into your spirit. Share it with someone else who's standing at the edge of transition. Subscribe to receive every divine number when heaven speaks again. You are not behind. You are not lost. You are being shifted by divine design. 555 is your confirmation. It's happening now. Type, I receive supernatural acceleration if you know what's coming is better than what you left behind. Amen.